My name is William Ceduto, and I am the Executive Director of Hope for a Healthier Humanity. When our videographer, Juan Pablo Ortiz, and I set out to make this video, we wanted to capture the subtle and extraordinary artistry behind the Huipil, the traditional textile woven by women of indigenous communities in Guatemala. In the Mayan enclaves, where many of our Hope for a Healthier Humanity programs have taken root, you can see the huipil everywhere, and it is one of the most prominent symbols of Guatemalan culture and history. It's worn with pride in the streets, in the markets, and in the daily lives of women and children, hand-stitched by skilled weavers who pass their expertise down from generation to generation. The huipil is a kind of living language, its symbols woven into patterns and threads, each one speaking to the richness of this Mayan people who live in the region of Chimaltenango, who were called Cachiquels. To help illustrate this, I would like to introduce you to Modesta, a mother of 3 and a volunteer with Hope for a Healthier Humanity for about 4 years. She is not only known as a great benefactor to her neighbors, but also as an Ishak Ahechem, which is Cachiquel for woman weaver.
When you want to weave as a child, you're curious and close to your mother. How does your mother weave? I want to weave, I told my mother. She said, "Come then, sit with me." And she told me, "First make a small napkin, and that way you will learn. Then you start making huipiles."
Every thread is placed with purpose. Each design carries the legacy of the women who came before and the vision of those laboring today.
We have a typical costume from our grandparents that they used in their time. Now we have another. It is the same but modernized. The huipil has a meaning for them. They worked on it to be able to support us, raise their children, and our parents did the same. Red is the color of us cachiqueles, which symbolizes blood. And this strip shows animals like eagles that represent nature and creation. The corte is dark blue, which symbolizes fertility, and it has white stripes that symbolize time. What makes a huipil special is that we make them ourselves. Our emotions and our patience go into that because we make them. And that makes them special, because the people who wear them find them very beautiful.
This creativity captures the story of a people, but in between the patterns is another reality. This work is also a lifeline.
To start the huipil, you have to have a lot of patience. We first pray to God for this work that we started. We put ourselves in the hands of God. That's what our grandparents taught us. Because from this work, we support our children. It takes us about 5 months. Since we also have things to do at home, we take care of our children, cook, clean, and do other household chores. Yes, we work 6 hours a day, but that includes weaving at night. Because if I only weave during the day, I don't get ahead. These days, girls are given an education. Those who want to study can study and have a job. On the other hand, before, we weren't given any education. That's why we were taught to weave from childhood.
Still, for all the skill and all the labor, there's no chance of a living wage from this work. After a 5-month project, Modesta's huipil is sold to resellers in Comalapa, who often double the price at market. The profit stays with the merchants, and very little makes it home to the weavers.
They sell and earn twice as much as we weavers earn, but we agree to what they give us for a huipil. We sell a huipil like this for 3,800 quetzales, but after deducting the 1,200 expenses, we'd only have 2,600. That's what we earn in 5 months. Dividing it by hour, if we work 6 hours a day, we earn 3 quetzales per hour, and maybe we earn 18 quetzales per day. Sometimes we earn less, but we settle for that, because if we don't do anything, where's the money going to come from? And yes, the needs at home with the family are many. What we weavers need is to be paid a little more for our work, so that the money reaches us a little more at home, because it is to sustain ourselves. We need things for the children.
It is important to realize that, while Modesta struggles to make ends meet, as a volunteer, she's more fortunate than many of the families and children she's worked so hard over the years to support. While her huipiles don't bring in a living wage, the garments she makes at least connect her to the broader market. Many of the people she serves through Hope for a Healthier Humanity have no such link to the economy. Their days are consumed by one urgent task: keeping their children fed and healthy. While producing this video, we asked ourselves the question, how can it be that a culture this strong can live on fertile terrain and still struggle to nourish its children? The answer, as we see it, is that while the modern world and the global economy make many things accessible, it also makes traditional forms of life, organization, and production more difficult to maintain. Even so, Modesta and her fellow tejedores persevere, passing on their craft to preserve both their own households and their culture.
With my daughters, I have a 10-year-old girl, and I have already given her a piece of weaving. She studies, but I've already given her a small piece of weaving so she can learn to weave like I taught her. The huipil we weave, no one comes to tell us how to make it. No, we mothers are the ones who have to explain it to them so they can do it the same way. I even tell my boys, learn to weave. You have to learn to do everything I do so you don't miss out on anything. It's a joy to see our work, the huipiles, to see people wearing them on the street, and know it was made by our hands. It looks very beautiful. One feels happy. I made that huipil and I feel happy for my work.
After spending time with Modesta, we've seen firsthand how huipiles are made, what they mean to the weavers who create them, and we learned about the society that celebrates them. For Modesta, each huipil represents cultural expression, personal pride, and the opportunity to feed her family after many months of work. We also learned the price of a huipil in the market and the profit margins involved. The price tag doesn't come close to honoring the labor, heritage, and tale of survival woven into the huipiles. We invite you to consider for yourself what the huipil is worth, not just as a garment, but also as a symbol of resilience, heritage, and the work that we do at Hope for a Healthier Humanity to give families who are falling through the cracks a chance to persevere and grow in capacity. Please consider showing your support for Modesta, all the weavers she represents, all the beneficiaries she helps, and the rich cultural history of the Mayan Kaqchikel people, with a donation that will go farther than you might imagine for the isolated families in Central America. Thank you for listening and for all your generous support.